So this is me progressing. This is a pager chain gun, laying down the inks, as I call it. At this point, saying pencils and inks is just language, just to describe, because I guess the red and the blue is the pencils, and then, whatever. I don't have to go through that. Everybody knows it. It's just fascinating, these concepts, but when I think about it myself, I would rather really be doing pencils and inks. I would rather just pencil and have an inker, but here we are doing what we do. And what we do is, actually, like, right now I'm in DaMaddKing, but I just started messing around with Clip Studio, and penciling and inking in Clip Studio is a lot better. It feels better. It's more like working on paper. That's what I love about it. It's personally a game changer for me, and I'm usually late to the game, but it's usually to great success. I don't know how to do speed lines in Clip Studio. I kind of figured it out, but not really. Like, you can't erase them, and so I don't know how to make it stick to a panel. But then I guess you have to use the panel tool to make your panels, but I make crazy panels, so that's like too limited for me, because you can see the kind of panels I'm making. Oh, you gonna make me do that again, you motherfucker? But I like kind of hand drawing everything. I don't know how to use effects yet for like coloring and stuff. I just kind of hand draw the shading and all the effects. I got a different approach. The approach of I'm not too tech savvy, but I'm using a lot of traditional means to draw digitally. And I guess it's only digital because I'm drawing on this tablet. But I love drawing on the iPad. It's so perfect. I never graduated to a Wacom or an XP pen or nothing like that. But for portability, to get the greatest effect, I just love drawing on the iPad. I think, and now that I'm experimenting with Clip Studio, it's the perfect combination. I mean, I might just do all the drawing in Clip Studio, then come over here and put the speed lines in. It's just crazy how, like, I don't know, like, as amazing as Clip Studio is, or even Photoshop, like, for me, DaMaddKing, it just makes things so much simpler. It's so easy. You just throw it in there, and it's not a complicated issue. Why does it have to be? Let me make sure I got this layer on, because, man, it's a mistake I constantly make, is I be doing all this work on the wrong layer, and now I've done entire pages and had to go back and delete it because it's on the wrong layer. My approach is I usually go after things I don't want to do first, because you got that anticipation and energy for your favorite part of the page, and you get to put that energy into things you least want to do. If you do what you want to do first, in my opinion, for me as an artist, then either the things I don't want to do will rarely get done, or they'll have just like a lackluster energy to it, and it shows in the art. So I do the things I'm least excited about first. And not to say that I'm not, like, I discovered my niche when it came to lettering. If I, like, do my dumbed down version of like graffiti, I think it's horrible. Some people have seen it and said it's okay. A real graffiti artist would probably think, they're like, you're trash, bro. Which I know that. Like this part right here, if you can see, he's like kicking in this door. That's my favorite part. I can't wait to get to that. Another thing is, like, maybe this is OCD. I have to go in order. So what I'm gonna do is, I got this thick brush, I'm gonna do a thick outline of all the characters. And I kind of like finish panel by panel. And after I give them this, outline, then I'll kind of like go in and tackle the background first and then finish on the characters. Because the characters is where it's at for me. That's my strength. I suck at background, but you gotta do background. And I tend to save my best backgrounds for establishing shots, to set the tone or the setting of where the action is. And then I just go into panels and lean on character shots. That's how I do it. You gotta lean on your strengths. Not to say you can't practice on things, because I'm steadily improving on my backgrounds, and I will continue to do that. But as I work, I'll lean on my strengths, and anyone that follows me will see my weaknesses improve as I go along. I think it's just easier to just take a thicker brush and just go in there. Now, do I want to put speed lines on this foot? I think I'm going to go solid. And I might add some. I've been doing manual speed lines on like limbs. Because, you got speed lines and focus lines in the background. But then when it comes to adding speed lines to the body, I do that manually. Because, doing it, with the tools seems limited to me. I know I've seen other artists get great effects and they kind of just throw it on there. But it doesn't work like that for me. I got to draw my own stuff on there. So I've been working on this little secret project in Clip Studio. And I just, and this is me learning Clip Studio as I'm working on this project. And I've been drawing the speed lines by hand. So we're going to see how that goes. And Gally is one of my favorite characters to draw. He just got a lot going on in his costume. Sometimes it's a pain because you got all these accessories, so it's kind of like, everything has to look nice. And he's a very mobile character, so you gotta get the angle right on everything moving around. And that's kind of why I made the features kind of very simplified. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot of work to do. It's not too much going on. It's a lot going on, but then it's not, Just got to pay attention to what you're doing. Now this is a guy knocked out. Just a simple henchman. Nobody important. And then you got Elizabeth August. A very important character. She has a great personal story arc. I can't wait to get to it. Wait for the world to see it. That might be too thick, but I'm gonna let it ride. Huge fan of big hair. I must have a heavy hand today because this usually don't come off this thick. It don't seem, but I like thick lines, so I'm gonna let it ride. And if I need to fix something, I'll fix it. Elizabeth August's mother. We got her locked away. Okay, I'm gonna put the thick lines here. And when I draw these people, they're not gonna get that much emphasis. They're very much in the background. You know, she's presenting herself like you're all free. You're free to go. You know. She's happy to have rescued her people from the clutches of a band of outlaws. No, I don't like that. Let's go back. Oops. I just want to go in here first and just knock this out. So when it comes to things I want to do last, it's this. Obviously, it's real simple. It don't like a lot of effort went into that. Maybe I could use that energy to get this right. And this is just a bunch of women and children locked up. Held hostage by evil outlaws. You know, the classic concept of outlaws holding the town hostage. They got the hostages. The concept is, the women and children are locked in the jail. This is a mining town, so all the men are working the mine because the bad guys want what's in the mine. So the men have been slaving away to give these crooks what they want. And luckily, Gally the Gun, Adelina Alvarez, and Elizabeth August have arrived in time to save the day. They're going to set these folks free. And then they got to deal with what's left of the outlaws. Because a lot of it happens, I guess you can say, off camera. But Gally is dispatching with the outlaws, like one by one, like a ninja. And you're just going to hear about it. It's going to be said in dialogue. Because I'm really getting to the point where, okay, Gally's there to face off with Donovan Taft. So we're trying to get to that. And it's moving kind of fast. And that's kind of how I want it. I don't want to spend a lot of time messing around with anything else. Okay, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to keep working, but I'm going to grab some food.